Hello, I'm Madeline from Sheen Slings and this is the Freerider Stretchy wrap. This is a wrap you see advertised loads on social media and it comes in some really beautiful prints and patterns, and consequently it is a wrap I get asked about all the time. So what do you need to know? Well, the first thing to know is it is made from 100% tencel, so it is incredibly soft and also incredibly light. If I hold it up, you can see just how thin it is. You can see straight through it, but it is deceptively strong. However, the main thing about this wrap is it's actually just not very stretchy for a stretchy wrap. So if you see, we haven't got loads of stretch in that direction, and in this direction we don't have any stretch at all. So it's a one-way stretchy wrap and it's just not very stretchy. What does that mean? That means that this wrap is actually pretty hard to use. Or certainly if you do the pre-tied method that comes in the manual with this wrap, and also is the most common stretchy wrap method, so the one you see online all the time, it's just really quite difficult to get right. And that's because in the pre-tied method, you're exploiting the stretch of the fabric to get your baby in and out. You're tying it and you're using the stretch of the fabric to get baby in and out. But because this fabric is not very stretchy at all, it's really difficult to get the tightness right. I compare it's a lot like using an old toaster where there's just like 0.5 millimeter between still bread and burnt toast, and it can take you a really long time to find that perfect setting. Just like that, it can take a really long time and a lot of goes to find this perfect setting between too loose and too tight. If you've got one of these and you're thinking, oh God, that's why I'm struggling, please don't fear too much, because I get people who've bought these coming to sling clinics, booking in for online consults and coming in person all the time, and it's definitely something I can help flatten the learning curve and help you master. But if you are thinking about buying one of these and deliberating, and you're new to wraps, you haven't used stretchy wraps before, and you're wondering about this, in all honesty, I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't recommend it, and I wouldn't recommend it because it is just that bit harder, particularly when you've got a new wiggly baby and we haven't got much stretch. It can feel really hard trying to get baby into it because we just don't have so much stretch, and it just makes it a lot harder. And if you do have one of these, I'll often show it in a completely different method where we actually tie it around baby. And actually this wrap works so much better in that method because it isn't so stretchy. It works really well in this method. So if you're actually more looking for something that you can tie around baby rather than having the option to tie to be able to pop baby in and out, then this can work really, really well. But for most people looking at stretchy wraps, the reason they're buying a stretchy wrap is to be able to tie it on, leave it on all day, pop baby in and out easily. And if you're looking for that, the Freerider is just not the easiest wrap. Instead, I recommend you take a look at a good two-way stretchy wrap, which will just be so much easier for you. And brands to look at include the Hana Baby, the Izmi Baby, or if you really want, they come in quite block colours, but if you're really looking for beautiful patterns and prints, then take a look at Coracor, who makes some really stunning prints and have nice two-way stretchy wraps. And you'll find it a lot easier than the Freerider. I hope that's helpful, and if you have any questions, anything about this wrap or any others, please do pop them in the comments below. And then don't forget to like, follow and subscribe. Bye.